Hey everybody, today I'm going to be doing a review on the MAC Cosmetics Fantasy of Flowers, the pigments in the collection. I have to put this out there, I've been seeing a lot of people who do reviews are only talking about Chartreuse Bouquet and Lily White. That is because Pink, Pearl, and Violet are permanent, I believe, but I have them anyway to review. So if you're wondering, if you were looking through and you were like, oh, everybody's doing Fantasy of Flowers, and I don't see any Pink, Pearl, and I don't see any Violet, I mean, I looked at some I looked at a few others, and I just couldn't find the swatches of these. But I had them, and I just want to see what other people say. Anyway, so 2 new ones, limited edition, and 2 old ones. Let's start with the old ones. In case you already have these in your collection, maybe you could tell me if they changed or not, because I'm hearing that's running rampant with this collection. So the first one we have is Violet, and if you have the older one, you know that it's in the older, bigger container before they drop the size and raise the price. All MAC pigments have a little cap inside, so we're just going to pull that off. And pigments are usually sold by weight, and this one is full to the top because of its weight, so they were able to fill it to the top because some of them get like a little bit less because of their weight. They do have certain properties about them that they help to adhere to the skin, and you don't have to worry about using a base. Like you can see, it's already stuck to the cap. But I personally like to put them over La Base Pro or Urban Decay Primer. I personally like to apply them over primer. If you're wondering what you can do with a pigment, you have all these pigments, you don't know what to do with them, always check the little label, but most pigments can be used on the eyes, lips, face, mix it into nail polish, body lotion, mix it into body lotion, depending on the shade. You can do so much with these products. Just make sure you read the label, make sure you're not using them for something that they tell you not to. So here we go, we have Violet. And we get a little bit off the cap because there's plenty. As you can see, it's stuck to my hand. And Violet is a very, it's not sheer, it's pigmented, but when you move your hand or your eye or whatever you're applying it to, you'll see it has a sheen to it. So while it's definitely pigmented, it's covering my skin nicely. It has a reflective sheen to it, almost like an iridescent sheen to it. So you're going to get a lot of dimensions when you apply Violet. It's not just a simple violet. It's not just it's not a plain color. You're definitely going to get a lot of look to it. You're going to get a lot of oomph to it. It's not going to sit flat on your face, which is nice. Then we have Pink Pearl, and this also has the same effect where it's pink, yes, but it has an iridescent shine to it. This one's actually filled up more than Violet. This one really must be a light pigment, so there we go. I got some of the pink on my hand. It's almost like creamy because pigments, like I said, they have that thing that helps them apply to the skin. So there you go. There's the Pink Pearl. Let me cover this. I don't want to spill it. Okay, so if you look at Pink Pearl, by the way, I only took a tiny little bit off the cap. And as you can see, a little bit goes a long way. So you buy one of these little jars, and you're going to have it forever. This is what I'm talking about. It's pink, and it has that iridescent reflection. It's like blue, it's like purple. If you remember the 90s, like the late 90s, and you remember girls like wearing all the iridescent stuff, this is what I wore in high school. This was like my religious color. Like I wore this all the time, almost every day. I was like a pink and purple girl. That was my jam. But as you can see, it's really iridescent, and in the right light, it almost looks like it's violet. So you can almost apply the Pink Pearl and let it blend into the violet. In some lights, it'll look like you have a monochrome look, and in other lights, it'll look like you can see the 2 different shades on your lid. And I think that's really cool. I like funky stuff like that. So I like that it's fun. There isn't too much fallout with this, but you want to apply it with a dense brush. You want to swipe it across. You want to press down a little bit because it has those little things that cling to your skin. But at the same time, it is a pigment. It is a powder, and you can wind up with a whole bunch on your cheek. So the new shades we have are Chartreuse Bouquet, and this is the second time we've had a Chartreuse product in a few months because we had Shoe Chartreuse in the Punk Couture collection. This is not as bright as that, so if that was just too much for you, you're like, whoa, that's way too bright, it's Day Glow, and you want something a little bit more earth toned, this would be your shade. So this is limited edition, and this pigment is full to the top. Nothing stuck on the lid this time. This one has a little bit of shimmer to it, so it's not just a flat green. It has a little bit of like a whitened shimmer to it. Hopefully you see, my hand is stained, so I'm sorry. I think you can see it there where you got that slight white shimmer, that slight white glitter that you'll be having, but if you swipe it across, you might lose it. If you pat it on, you might still be able to see it. Cover that up. You can also mix pigments with Fix Plus and use them as liners. I love to do that. Make my own liners. And then we have Lily White, and Lily White really drew me in. By the way, Lily White in the Fantasy of Flowers collection is not the same Lily White that they had released a while ago, like way back when. That was a very shimmery, sparkly white. This is a golden white, maybe like a buttercream. It's not shimmery and sparkly like that. Kind of like how the eyeshadows were. If you watched my eyeshadow video, that's kind of how Lily White used to be. This is very soft now. I've seen videos of people using this as a highlighter, and it's gorgeous. So if you were wondering, like, what can I use this for? It's so light. You can use this as a highlighter underneath your brow. You can use it as an eye shade. You can use it to highlight the apples of your cheek. You can do a lot with it. So let's get this swatched up. Put it right here. So as you can see, it's really golden, and if you apply this just subtly, I'm going to do so now, see if it works. If you do so just subtly, you can definitely get a nice highlight going on. As you can see, there we go. So as you can see, it just added a little bit of highlight to right here on my cheek, so you can use it there, you can use it on your eye, you can use it in whatever you want, and I think that they go really well together. You have the green and the gold, the green and the buttercream that you can wear together as an eye look, or you have the two iridescent buddies up here. Or you can definitely mix them with the shadows from this collection, or wear them on their own. Lots of uses. So did you guys pick up the pigments? Did you decide to pick up the two old favorites or the two limited edition new ones? What do you think of the MAC pigments in this collection? Let me know what you guys think. Enjoy the picture swatches, and please follow me on Instagram. I'm Recycled Stardust.